What is up, gamers? We're back. It's another Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. Folks, V-Jump promos are back for this issue for June. And this time, it's 1,000 years of normal summon Aleister effect to get Invocation. If you don't know, Konami's been releasing like little small anime shorts of like lore archetypes. We had the Brandon one, right? We recently had the Charmers one, and now this is like the Magistus Invoked section stuff, right? And of course, Aleister is a part of that lore. So I believe this is just gonna be centered more around if the lore is correct, it's like Magistus Invoked, and then like the prophecies, like spellbook stuff right after. So right now, I think. Because like, from looking at these cards, I think this is like right after like the spellbook stuff. But these look phenomenal, by the way. Like the fusions always look phenomenal in my honest opinion. Like this looks so good. This, I love this one. And then, biblically accurate angels, we like that. So as always, biggest shout outs to Ignithia for the translations. Aleister for memories, level 4 dark spellcaster, 1800 attack, 1000 defense. If this card's in your hand, you can target a spellcaster or fusion on the field. Special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, that target monster gains 1000 attack till the end of this turn. If this card's normal special summon or flip face up, you can banish an invoked monster from your extra deck, add an invocation or a spell that mentions it from your deck to your hand. This is Aleister's 4, 5, and 6. This is basically just a retrain Aleister. This is just a retrain Aleister. Gets invocation or a spell that mentions it. It's probably the 2 down here. He's good. Iwas, the Divine Spirit or Law. If you can banish this card from your hand or fiend and an Aleister monster from your deck to your hand, and then if you activate this effect on the field, immediately after this effect resolves, you can normal summon one spellcaster monster. This is Aleister 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9. That's really good. If a face-up fusion monster you control sends to the graveyard of a battle while this card's in your graveyard, banish this card. You can special summon this card and then fusion summon one invoked fusion monster using monsters in your hand or field. This is fine. The problem is this guy banishes from hand or field, so he's not going to be in your graveyard. But this is probably a way to like shuffle it back. Vericam, the Artificial Divine Spirit. If an Aleister monster is in your field or graveyard, special summon this card from your hand. If this card special summons, set an invocation or a spell that mentions it from your deck. And when your opponent activates a card or effect in response to the activation of your future monster's effect, you can banish this card you control, and if you do, negate the activation. And if you do that, destroy that card. Really good. Just make sure your Invoked Mechaba goes through and such. The only other like fusions you would go in an invoked kind of build would be a Goylidus, and that's really it because the other ones just aren't there yet. But we got more fusions, so I assume that these ones you're playing a lot more of now. Oh, I should mention that Artemis, the just maiden, is getting an alt art. She looks amazing, by the way. This is great. I think this is good. He's good. He's an extender. He gets invocation, of course, so that's really good. Invoke Salat. It's a level 6 light pyro. He needs a fire or wind. Thank goodness this is here. All the invokes needed a specific attribute. Problem is that besides Mechaba, Agulidus, and I think was it Cactus. Kaliga is Kaliga, the Floodgate. All they needed was like one attribute, and they don't really do much outside of that. But this one, the fact that you can use either or, great, because you can use a hand trap, obviously, Ash Blossom, Droll and Lockbird. I'll get to these in a second. You know, Valor, Ghost Bell, Perulia, DD Crow, or Bestial, or what's another? But you get the point, right? So Solat means Aleister monster, nice. During the main phase, you can target a level 6 or lower monster in your either graveyard, special summon to your field in defensive position, and negates effects. If that's card in your graveyard, you can special summon one invoked monster by banishing materials from your graveyard, including this card. That's really good. I'll be honest, that's really good. That's so good. You don't have to rely just on invocation anymore. Um, Invoked Babaron, Babaron. Needs a lighter earth, really good. This is special summon add Vericum, the artificial divine spirit, or Delta summon from your deck to your hand. Then you can banish one monster from out of the graveyard. Really good. Non-target banishes is always nice. Banish this card from your graveyard. Target a fusion monster you control. All monsters your opponent currently controls lose attack. Use that monster's attack to the end of this turn. This probably won't come up, but of course, Mr. Aleister 2 gains the 1,000 attack, so it helps clear the board and such. There's I think it's the Invoked one. I think it's the Fire one that's you get 1 attack, which sucks, but I mean it's helpful to clear boards and such. Orkenos, Sea Serpent 3k both ways. Needs a darker water already. That's whew, really good because you can just use a useless Perulia in your hand, right? If it's in the monster zone, your opponent cannot target all the monsters you control for attacks. That's cool. Well, this card's in the extra monster zone. The monsters that would be sent to your opponent's graveyard are banished instead. It's a fucking floodgate, man. God damn it, we were so close to greatness. Besides that, this is good still because of just the floodgate effect. It's really good. Transcendent Invoked Ioun. 2 fusion monsters with different attributes. You got it. If the card is special fusion summon, banish cards from other field and or graveyard up to the number of materials used as cards fusion summon. Then, if it was fusion summon using 3 or more materials, you can look at your opponent's extra deck and banish up to 3 cards from it. Woo! Kashtira Unicorn! Quick effect, you can declare an attribute. All of the monsters on the field become that declared attribute till the end of this turn. Helps when you're making your other invoke fusions, of course, because you need lighter dark, or lighter water, earth light, fire, wind, of course. This is it just needs fusions. Also fucks over certain like decks, like say Elf Notes, which isn't playing the Fiendsman stuff anymore, but it's still good regardless. This is really good because you can probably can make this on your opponent's turn off of Solat, right? No, it doesn't. But you can just fuse engrave, by just dumping stuff with like a Dogmatica stuff. You schism. I think this stuff they probably obviously made this the gear to make Invoked its own deck now, but I could see his applications and say, should all invoke Dogmatica stuff, right? Hopefully we're not playing that stuff anymore with that. I pray to God. I do not want to summon Winda. This is good. Invocation Blade, a quick play spell, fusion summon a fusion monster, use monster goes as material. If you fusion summon and invoke fusion, you can also return monsters from either banishment into the respective graveyards as material. Whew. This is good. That's really nice. That's really nice. You can only, during your main phase, if it's in your graveyard, target an Aleister monster or invocation in your graveyard, shuffle this card into the deck and add that token to your hand. So this is just another way to cycle invocation, of course. You can only use each of it per turn, but this right here, return monsters from either banishment into their respective graveyards. So what you can do is fuse with Solat, make, whatever you want, and then on your opponent's turn, you go Invocation Blade, fuse, make Transcendent Invoked Ioun, which gets the 3 cards from the extra deck. Whew. Ios the Divine Blade. It's a normal spell. Activate one of these following effects. Special summon Ios the Divine Spirit Aloft from your deck or grave. Take an Aleister monster from your deck and send it to the graveyard of banishment. Look at 3 random face down cards in your opponent's extra deck and banish one of them. Okay. What the fuck, man? You're already banished off of Ioun. You don't need a second card to banish from the opponent's extra deck. This stuff is good. I enjoyed these cards. I like these cards. 1,000 years of normal summon Aleister. What this deck what the new support's trying to do is make the deck its own deck now without having to supplement an additional engine or an additional like package inside of it. I don't think you have to run Dogmatica stuff anymore or Chanel stuff anymore now, because this stuff, because of Blade getting any you could just put stuff right back into the graveyard from Banished. Of course, this helps get out Ioun easier, or Kenos easier, of course. What's it called? Uh, Iwas banishes himself from hand or field, so he does fulfill for Solat here. Solat can get back any of your Aleister monsters or any level 6 or lower monster from graveyard. You can get a hand trap, for example. Say you get I don't know, a water, and then on your opponent's turn you can go Invocation Blade, or Invocation, banish Aleister and water engrave, or on your field, say the Porulia, in order to make fucking Orkanos here. And then Delta Summon. I didn't even fucking, let's see here. Delta Summon, banish an Aleister monster or a future monster from your graveyard. Is summon a Invoked from your action deck. Ignore its special summoning conditions, but banish it during the end phase of this turn. Don't care, don't like it. It's sure, it's definitely a trap. All this stuff is good though. I do like it. It's now making Aleister as a deck on its own thing, which is nice. Verachem is good. Iwas is really good because you essentially have 12 copies of Aleister now and like 6 almost like 9 copies of Invocation, because you play, I don't think you still play 3 Invocation, but I think you do play Blade as well. So this card helps, of course, getting more fusion summons on your opponent's turn. And of course, Ioun's really crazy. It's also not necessarily generic, but it's generic enough where you could run Super Poly to make this guy. But I think that's bad, of course. And of course, he also helps facilitate fusion summons because he makes anything the declared attribute. So if you want to say get, obviously, Mechaba, you need a light monster. You could just say, you go Ioun, declare light. If your opponent's on Fiendsmith stuff, you can just take their Larry, make it Mechaba. If you need, if you want to make Orkanos, of course, to make this guy, get Di-Fi, you can make him. Stuff is good. Artemis is sick. All these fusions look really fucking cool, by the way. Oh my god, that's Delta Summon? Who is that? Who the fuck is that? Aleister, bro. Hold on, man. What is going on? You know what, Aleister? I need to be in your position, man. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful night.